What's up, Lords of Gaming, and welcome back to the channel. So let's jump right in. We got some Marvel Rivals updates that we want to take a look at. So all right guys, we've got the completion of the Wolverine patch event. So if you haven't grabbed that, you want to make sure that you're jumping in here and grabbing these. Now be aware that there is still time for you to make your votes for the tokens with the costumes. So there's some events that you want to complete daily or weekly or whatever it is for those. Looks like Emma is in the lead for a costume. I don't see that changing in any shape, form, or way. I voted for Cloak and Dagger because they were number 2. I was previously voting for Black Panther, but it is what it is, I guess. All right guys, so we've got that. Next up guys, I was away while we had the introduction of a new uniform to the store, so I'm gonna go over my opinions about 4 new uniforms that have basically joined the game, and then we'll get into some other stuff. All right guys, so let's jump over to the store. So we've got some new uniforms in here. We get the Punisher, I hope I'm saying this right, Dangan Ronin bundle, or Dangan Ronin bundle. Nice intro here. I'm not a fan of this design. I don't know, it just doesn't feel very Punisher-y to me, and it feels gimmicky. I mean, everything down to the way the barrel on the gun looks, to the pseudo Ronin armor that he's wearing. It just doesn't hit for me. The coloring is off in my opinion as well. Nothing about this really feels like Punisher, and it just feels like, nothing against Peach Momoko on the design for these, but this just does not hit for me, and that's okay. Not everything's supposed to be for you. So we get the little MVP screen, and I do have to say this is a banger. I like this MVP screen with the hands basically coming up, raising to try to get him, and Punisher standing at the top. That feels very Punisher-y. We get the new emote. Doesn't quite make sense to me with Punisher, where this emote to me really seemed like something more I would expect for Black Panther to have, especially with the movies, the Kimoyo beads and those, but this doesn't make sense for Punisher to me. It almost like he's wielding some type of mystical powers, and I don't like it. It doesn't make sense for the character. I would have loved to see something like this more with Black Panther. Nice animation here on the screen though. It looks pretty funny overall, and then I think that this is a pretty cool spray over there. So you got 2200 units basically for this uniform, more than likely because of the animated, what you call the animated nameplate, but there you go. Next up we got the Namor skin that joins us, and we had a couple of conversations in my group about this one, because who the hell is this? This is not Namor. I went through looking for a couple of different looks of Namor, and it's seemingly they playing around with Namor's ethnicity inside the game. So now we get a very I don't know, the other Tanakh Huerta uniform was there, but this doesn't even look like Tanakh Huerta. I do like the airs and the pronunciation of them, and I have to admit, I'm not gonna lie, I like the haircut and the beard. It's just where are we going with this with Namor? I feel like, if you were gonna go this route where he was still gonna be Latin or Hispanic, that we could have just kept with the Tanakh Huerta face instead of going with this face. But now you went retro X-Men, and it just doesn't make sense to me. But I will say the retro X-Men uniform looks really good on him. I like the way the shoulder pads almost have this seemingly transparent look on them. The yellow and blue looks really cool. His wings down at the bottom, on his ankles, they look really cool as well. Everything about this is a really eye-popping type uniform, even up to his belt. So it's a really cool looking uniform. It's just, yeah, I don't know what they're doing there. Just my feeling. I am still waiting for the Michael Turner or the black and red, kind of Namor uniform that we currently see to come. Now, this is a really cool MVP screen as well. We get him, hanging out with his buddies. Feels a little Aquaman-ish, but at the same time, I think I like it a little bit there. And then we get the emote that's basically inside the game. Not the best of emotes, but especially because, like I said, it kind of harkens really more to Aquaman, like Jason Momoa playing him. I do like the nameplate with the little smile and smirk, although he just looks more like a drow elf or something like that than he or a Hispanic. I don't know. know what they were going with this, and I dislike the spray altogether. I don't know what the hell the spray's for. I don't like it. It's just like his spray of his what you call, and it feels very SpongeBob SquarePants to me, but maybe people will like that. It just wasn't my thing overall. Now, while I was away, I had some real life business to attend to. Work is work. We did get the introduction of 2 Summer Beach Days uniforms, one for Rocket Raccoon and one for Squirrel Girl. I like the fun and whimsy of these uniforms for both of these characters. I think Rocket's like really shines to me. Like, he definitely looks like, I don't know, something about Rocket is just like, this is a possibility with the fish floating in the cans to his water gun that he's got. It just really hits. I don't know. I like it. And then we get the the Krakoa Resort Sunshine Squirrel, and your girl's thick as hell. That's the truth of the matter. I don't know why the band-aid's there on her leg. Like, maybe she just got straight by some seashells, but she definitely chilling beachwear over here. You know, Thickum Squirrel Girl is out there. Like, she is what she is. Yeah, I like the MVP screens as well for these characters. Both of them like have really cool MVP screens. I think they're both really playful. You know, it's that like they feel authentic to the characters, in my opinion. Like, I just like them. This is a really cool MVP for Squirrel Girl overall. The ass shot that they had, gratuitous ass shot inside there, right? But they both feel good. Even when you get down to the little emotes that they have for the characters, this is a pretty cool emote for Rocket, in my opinion. You know, like, could have been a little bit more playful, but you know, it is Rocket. And even for Squirrel Girl with the sandcastles, this is really good. The nameplates, you know, Rocket's got the animated one over here. I like the little ducky that's sitting inside there with the little water cannon. It feels, especially with him shooting out healing bubbles, it feels good. This spray, it doesn't feel very in tune with Rocket. I don't know what the hell it's doing, but okay, I get it. It's probably cute for some people in summer days. I like that I like Squirrel Girl's spray a little bit more. It's very thematic with the squirrels. It screams Squirrel Girl. So when that spray is down, I know that's a Squirrel Girl spray. With this spray down, there's nothing about this spray that screams Rocket. You know what I mean? Like, nothing about that screams Rocket to me. So those are some of the uniforms that are available to you in the shop now. I like the Namor, but he's a DPS character. I don't really play DPS, so he's probably not going to be none of these uniforms are probably going to be ones that I pick up. I don't really play those type characters. So let's jump back over here because we do have some events that we want to talk about. First off, we got Galacta's Gift, where essentially, if you remember, we had this. You're going to be playing for a costume coin, which is going to allow you to purchase some of the costumes that were previously there. Now, one of the controversial things that is available to us inside Galacta's Gifts is these new Chrono Shield cards. Now, we have been promised by the devs that these are not going to be sold. You see, there's a limit of 20 of them, but you basically use these so that way when you get a defeat in competitive, you don't lose any of the Chrono Shield. Personally, with everybody being able to, you know, climb the tower of competition right now and having like the standard of play inside there, like previous season, the standard of play once you got to gold felt a little bit elevated. Now it feels still watered down. Like, people are playing characters that they simply do not know how to play, that they don't have the experience to play. It feels off, especially given the fact that now in gold, when you have a whole litany of gold players in there, you have the ban tree. So good overall. I like the Galactus sprays here, and I'm definitely loving the little plush Hulk, so I'm definitely waiting to get that. And then we got the nameplates for Doom. I'm just wondering, when are we gonna get Doom introduced in the game? Like, I'm really interested in seeing Doom come to the game. So don't forget that you have these costumes. They're all available to you. I previously picked up the Loki season 2 costume, I think it was. Yeah, I picked up the Loki season 2 costume with the previous. I may pick up the Doctor Strange costume, I think, for this one, if I don't pick up the Green Scar Hulk overall. But it's a really nice event to basically give players, you know, some items inside there, so can't be complaining about that. Don't forget that the return of the Season 0 pass is now available to players. So if you previously did not play through Season 0, I have friends that haven't, and you want to collect the rewards from there, then you can. So that include the Punisher costume. It included the It included the Punisher costume, that, you know, the Thunderbolts Punisher, which was a really nice costume. It included the God of Magic, Doctor Strange. I think the one a lot of people are going to want to get is the Empress of Cosmos. For Hela, that was a really good skin. We got the Galactic Wings skin that was available for Mantis inside the game. We had, I think that was it, actually. That was it. Yeah, that was it for everything inside there. And then we also had the Galactic Claw uniform as well for Black Panther in there available. So if you did not get the chance at that, it's going to be available for a limited time, 12 days. All you have to do is come in here and then click on those and you'll be able to unlock the rewards. So don't forget about that one if those uniforms are something that you want. Remember, guys, it's only going to be available for a limited time. So all you have to guys do is come in, play your 3 matches every day to collect those rewards. Check out the new uniforms. This event is going to be ending in 6 days for the Wolverine patch uniform, so make sure you play to get it. And don't forget about giant size Hive Mind, which is still here. Not necessarily one of my favorite modes to play, but if it's yours, then jump in and go play some big brain skulls over the course of the weekend. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Until next time, guys, peace.